Okay, welcome everyone. My name is JB King. If this is the first time you are being live in my Zoom meeting, I want to specially welcome you here tonight. And I want to tell you by the end of tonight, I want to make everyone to have an understanding. Whether you had any knowledge about cryptocurrency or you don't have any knowledge about cryptocurrency, I want to let you know I'm making one of a kind video. So this particular video, whether you are watching it today or whether you're going to watch it later, this video is going to contain a beautiful information. Now, what information am I talking about? I'm talking about the information on trade settings. Okay, you can or I want you to know that for the past months we've been trading using this amazing robot. We have discovered many things, okay, especially my great boss Dennis, a man that I loved from my dear heart and a man that God sent to my life. And I want to let you know something, that meeting him has been one thing in my life. I have been a man that has begun to move from glory to glory. Now, you need to understand why I always talk like this. Those who knew me on June last month can testify that it is not how they met me, is how I am today. They can testify one thing about my life. Every month, I am not the same. You can't meet me how you are meeting me right now on February, on March. Of course, it's not going to happen. On March, you are going to meet me on a new higher level, because there's one life we have in Jesus Christ. It's upward and forward only. And that's how, and that's the reason why I'm so bold every time I keep telling you about Jesus. Nothing makes me to talk about him because it's a religion. This is not about the religion stuff, guys. It's not about being any part of religion worship. Of course, I'm not against any religion worship. But the most important thing that I'm very, very concerned is about the life I found in Christ. And that life is amazing. And I want everyone who ever get in contact with me to know one thing: Jesus is alive and Jesus is coming again. And if you will do one thing for yourself, love God and dedicate and trust him, there is nothing he cannot do for you. I came to understand one thing. I was watching the owner of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. They asked him question. He said, how did you get to where you are today? How did it happen? Then the young man said the word. He said, let me tell you one secret. And I was listening to hear the secret because I know that great men are made by words. And the only way to get to know what makes a great man is his words. Because his words is his experience, his encounter, is his life. Guess what he said? He said, in my life, I don't know how to organize few people talk about 1,000,000 people or 10. He said, I don't even know how to organize 3 or 2 people. I don't know how to do that. He said, but one thing that I find out in life, he said, no great man understands the dream they are chasing. He said, but when you got started, it may not look like what you wanted. It may not look like what you are looking forward to see. He said, but as you are doing it, it will begin to open itself. You will begin to understand. Things will begin to align. You will begin to, I didn't know I will be talking to you today. I never knew it. I was just in my room during the COVID-19. I was living in a house. The house has about 6-bedroom apartment, 6-bedroom master rooms. The whole house is empty. I'm just living alone in the house. One day the Holy Ghost says to me, go in the upstairs, set up an office. I was like, set up an office, how? I went, I obeyed the word, I just get some few share, get it done. Then when I open it, every day I'll come and see that. I'll be asking myself, what am I doing in this place? I mean, what should I be? I didn't know what was going on. But that was after I have prayed. Today, Every time I talk to you in the midnight of my time, I speak to you from an office in my home. I didn't know it's going to lead to this. I didn't know it's going to become like this today. So nothing that you want to be tomorrow will look like it now. All you need to do is get started. Just get started. You may not understand the details. You may not know how it will turn out in the end. You might lose, you might gain. Yes, we have all been there. All you need to do, get started. Just don't give up, get started. Trust God. Confide in Him for directions. Because if He don't give you directions, you will end like the treasures that are in the grave. In the graveyard is where you see many treasures, where you see great men that are there. What are they doing there? They missed their way in life. How did they miss it? They didn't confide in the one who created them. People who do juju confide in the native doctor to know what to do to continue to make money. You who don't know how to do evil, for you to succeed in life, you have to confide in one. If you don't love the evil, you have to confide in God, and you have to do it with all your heart. That is the only key to success. So young men, please don't get bored with my words, but I want you to know something. This is what makes me who I am. I don't struggle to make things happen. If I put my hands in anything, it just excel. Sometimes I told you I don't read. Okay, let me tell you one thing that will shock you. Before I come to this Zoom meeting tonight, everything I'm about to show you tonight, I didn't go or just try to practice them before I come to show you. No. The only thing I know is that I have an information in my spirit that today I'm going to show you settings. And I don't know how the settings is, but I trust the Holy Spirit to show me. You are going to watch what I'm going to show you, and you are going to put it to practice. And by the time you put it to practice, I will hear your testimony. Because this is not normal. This is spiritual. Believe me. Believe me. Because life is not normal. Life is spiritual. You must understand this. Okay, now let's get into the deal. Now, the first settings that I want to show you is, I want to show you the settings we've been using before. And I want to show you the reasons why we use them. Then I want to show you the new developments that we have right now and how you can apply all these things. So even if you don't understand everything I'm going to show tonight, the video is there. Just watch it over and over again, then you're going to get it. Okay? Now, right now, you are looking at a trade that we did, JST. Okay? Now, I told most of you that I've not been trading, and that's the truth. I've not been trading, only that I have just few dollars in few exchange because I'm doing test run. Okay, guys, I just want to make sure that everyone here is hearing me. Okay, please, can you use the chat box? Did you hear all I was saying all this time? Are you serious? Really, really serious? Like so serious? For how long? I just want to know for how long. Okay, please, can you use the chat box? For how long have you not been hearing me? Okay, for 3 minutes. Okay, but you had all that I said. Okay, about 3 minutes? Okay. Wow, somebody say 7 minutes. No, it couldn't be 7 minutes. We wouldn't be long here. Okay, now, like I told you, okay, about 3 minutes. Okay, that's cool. Okay, now, like I told you, I said last 2 weeks, I mean 2 or 3 weeks, we started trading about one shot. Okay, now this one shot, we do this JST. Okay, is it from this place you stop hearing me? Can I use the chat box? Is it from this place you stop hearing me? Okay, the moment, okay, that's beautiful. Okay, now we use this JST and we traded this JST on one shot and we make maximum profit. Okay, so we entered it for a second, a little pull up before we go out of the market. Now, guess what happened? We made profit, but not up to our take profit. So we were allowing the market to get to our take profit, and guess what happened? The market sank. And as the market sank, guess what we do? We did not close it. At that time, we are still having less than a dollar floating loss, less than a dollar floating loss. Okay, so now this is the settings we use. Did you see that? We made 30 call first buy amount, 3 calls. Now look at our margin calls. Okay, now look at it. Now these are the 2 things I want you to observe tonight. This is what I want to show you. Anytime you hear about setting in ROYALQ, there is nothing about setting in ROYALQ. This is the setting. What you will see in live here in the screen is the only thing you need to know. That's all it has to know about setting. If it has to do with setting with ROYALQ, everybody talk about setting. What is actually setting? This is the setting, nothing else. This is the setting. About the bot interface, you could go to my YouTube, ROYALQ JB King. You go there, you're going to find me. You're going to see the same logo here, the robot. Now, you could look to many videos. I have more than 72 videos. I have taught so much about ROYALQ that if you got all those information, there is nothing about ROYALQ that will be confusing to you. It becomes very simple for your understanding. Now, in this setting, we have only 2 things in this setting. One is the margin call drop. What do we mean by the margin call drop? Which is this particular left-hand side. Margin call drop means the percentage that the market needs to drop for the board to initiate an order for you. You are using dollar cost per average, which means you don't stock all your money in one position. You are waiting for the market to drop a little bit, then you rebuy again. That's what we call dollar cost per average. So now, in this left-hand side is where the dollar cost per average is being done. Now we have the right-hand side. What is the right-hand side? The right-hand side is where the money management is being done, where you decide how much am I putting into the market as it drops. If I decide that I want to wait for this market, I predict that this market is going to go up. Okay, prevention, if this market didn't go up, okay, what is your decision if it didn't go up? Okay, I now decided, okay, if this market dropped 2% or 1% or 0.5%, robot, this is what you should do. Buy for me from money management. any amount that I put in that particular call, multiply it by my first buy amount. Once you multiply it by my first buy amount, take that money out of my USDT on my Binance account and purchase that coin again. That is what you are telling the robot. And what is your first buy amount? This is it. $30 times it by 30, what it is, put it into this same particular coin. Where is the robot going to take the money from your USDT? So now we do $30 times 0.4. So robot is taking just $12. Is this good? Yes, it's good. Is this not good? Yes, it's not good. Listen, just follow me. This is good in a bull run or in a volatile market. When market becomes volatile, this is good. Now, why is this good in a volatile market? It can easily make you fast money, very, very fast money, because maybe that market is volatile. What do we mean by volatile? That market can drop 5%. It can go up 10%. That's what we're talking about. That market can drop 8%. It can shift up 19% up. So meaning 1.5, 1.8, 2.2, that should be what? 4, 5, 5.6%. So if that market dropped 5.6%, invest $12 into 3. What does that mean? It means $36. Put it in with the $30, $66. Put it into the market. As you are coming out, come out with the profit of 5%. Because the market is volatile. It's going to go low, it's going to go high, it's going to move up faster. It's going to drop a bit, then it's going to move up faster. Are you getting it? I believe you are. Okay. Now, but what is the new trend that we have found out that has gamified the game? You use this particular setting I'm showing you in a volatile market. For instance, if we are in a bull run, this is the kind of setting that's work. The bull run, I told you, the bull run is going to start by the ending of March for the next 65 days. We are not yet out from the deep. We are still in the deep, really in the deep, believe you me. Okay, so now the bull run is going to come by the end of March. Okay, or between the middle of March, from March, that's when we are expecting the bull run. Now, this is the kind of setting that works. Of course, by that time, I'm going to bring you a perfect setting that's going to give you much more money. Okay, so now, but why we are trading it? You know, those days we started trading this thing, we only know when the bull run comes, but we don't know when the dip comes. So, but now we can know when the dip comes. So it becomes easy for us to use the settings. Okay, now, so what is the new trend that is trading? Using the mounting gain strategy. Now, that's the second type of setting I want to show you before I go to the last one. Now, this second type of setting, this is what it helps you to do. Did you remember about what I taught you in replenishment? Let's look at it again. These markets, sorry, just want to expand this. We spent $53 in this market. We bought this market at the average price of 0.065. We bought 821 quantity of this market. Now, the current price of this market is trading at 0.04. Did you see that? I'm having a position and floating loss of 33%. Now, they give me an estimation. This is the current price. This is my floating loss. Now, if I actually want to get out of this market easily with profit, how do I do it? How do I give myself an opportunity to actually come out of this market very easily in one day or in few days? How do I do it? Simple. Now, you're looking at the next one, say trigger price, buy at market price after reaching the trigger price. So I don't want to put trigger price and start putting the price is going to trigger. I'm going to buy at market price. I'm going to click it. It highlights yellow. Okay. Now, from the market price, then I go to the amount of margin call. Amount of margin call, what does it mean? How much do I want to invest in this market to do two things? First, to reduce my entry price that is from 0.06 to come closer to this 0.04. Now, for people who are trading futures, did you know when you are trading futures and you notice that you are coming closer to your liquidation price and you want to actually save more money for yourself and you have more money, what do you need to do? You buy more of that product. If you buy more of that product, what is it going to do? It's going to apply the same strategy. That's what it does in futures. It applies the same strategies. It reduces the entry price and to reduce the floating and to reduce your liquidation price. Maybe if the market is close to your liquidation price, it extends it. Now, the only way you can extend it is by adding more money, not just little money that is lesser than your first buy amount. But if you are putting in your first buy amount $10, you need to put double of your first buy amount to easily reduce the floating loss and stand an opportunity to still make profit from the market. And now this makes this market becomes much more beautiful. Okay, look at this. Let's go practical. Let's put in, we put in $53 in this market. Let's double it with $100. Did you see what happened when we double? When we double, okay, no, it's not actually double. Let's actually double it. $153 should be 106. 106. So we have doubled what we have invested. Now look at what has happened. Look at what has happened. Look at what has happened. Look at now our entry price. It is no more this. It has reduced from 0.065. It is now 0.0488. Our entry price has reduced. So it is now closer to this 0.0432. Did you see that? Our floating loss has reduced from 34 down to -11. So if we want to enter bull run, we come out very easily. We have more chances to win here than this place, than -34. We now have more chances here to win by just putting double of the money we invested in the first buy amount. Okay, let's assume because we already made 3 calls, remember, okay? So let's assume in the first call, we doubled the amount. In the second call, we doubled it $106. In the second call, this is how much we are supposed to put in the second call. 212, double of that which we have invested in the first call. Did you see what happened here? Oh, believe me, I told you it's the Holy Ghost. I didn't know what I'm doing to you now. I didn't know this how it's going to turn out, but if you could see it, it's solving this equation and the situation. Look at it now. Did you see our entry price has reduced from the previous 0.048 to now 0.046, closer to 0.043. Instead of minus this and -11 before, we have reduced now back to -6.92. So we now stand a more chance of coming out of this market. We don't need a calculation. No, just you're getting what I'm saying. The first buy amount, in the first call, you double it. In the second call, what you put in the first call, you double it in the second call. What you now put in the second call, you double it in the third call. That is the mountain gain strategy. What our boss Dennis is trying to show us. Okay, now see what happened. We have now doubled it. See what happened. The market has reduced. Okay, now remember we have made the third call. Now let's assume in the third call is now supposed to be double of this amount, which is 424. Is correct, right? If you are following, please let me know. If you are following, everyone, please use the chat box. Let me know you're following. Let me know you're following. Believe you me, I'm releasing bomb tonight. You can't hear me tonight and not know what to do again. Come on, if you're following, everyone use the chat box. If I don't see 100 following, I'm not going on. I want to see 100, I'm following, then I move on. Oh, that's why Jesus is too sweet. He shows you things you don't know. What I'm showing you tonight, I didn't know it. I'm just knowing it as I'm showing you. It's amazing. As I'm showing you, I'm just knowing it. Wow, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm looking for 100. Yes, I'm following. Then we go on. Believe me, you haven't seen anything. Just wait till I'm done. Yes, I'm following. Yes, I'm following. Now, if you can hear the song I'm playing, let me know you're following. You hearing the song? Can anybody hear the song from the background? You hear the song from the background? I put them on you. My trust is in you. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. My trust. Okay, let's get back to business. Okay, now, we are in the third call. Remember, we have already made the third call. Now, what are you seeing here? Did you see it now? This becomes beautiful. It has now come closer. This is 0.043. This is now 0.053, very close. Oh, sorry. I want you to see did you see now the floating loss? So we have much chances to come out of this market. Yes. A little pull up from this market, we are out with profit. And guess the beauty part of it. If it pull out 8.84%, if this market go up 8.84%, do you know how much we are going to make? We are going to come out of the protein loss, which is 3.84. Then we are going to make 5% profit, which, remember, our percentage project. We are going to make 5% profit from that market. Once it pull up once it pull up this amount, we make 5% of this amount. 5% of 400. No, not 426. We are going to make 5% of 424 plus 212 plus 106 plus 53. Let's assume 53 is our first buy amount. So let's calculate and see how much money we are going to make from that particular market. 53 plus 100. 106 plus 212 plus 424. That is 795. 10% of this money is 79.50 kobo, right? That's 10%. Now, 5% of this money should be 35% of 7, okay? 4.44, okay? 35, 39. Now, it will be 39 point something. So this the profit you are going to come out of this market. You see, you're going to come out with this profit easily. So there is no loss in this. It's just that you don't know how to play the game. That's what I've been telling you. Holy Ghost is wonderful. So you can't be stopped. It's impossible. You cannot be stopped. Can I tell you, the floating loss we have in the past was a mistake. The way we are going to gamify this game. If you copy the strategies again, I'm not changing the strategy until we are out of the bull law. The way I'm going to reposition the strategy, which is the third way of trading this coin, I'm going to show you. The way I'm going to research the strategy. Once you place this bot, you follow the rules, there is no more floating loss. Floating loss is the thing of the past. Now, from what I'm showing you, you could find out that from this strategy, it is easy to eliminate floating loss. So any amount of money you have to trade, you must understand, you must obey this rule. That is the secret of coming out of floating loss. That is the secret of trading the market without any floating loss. Using money management. Because when you make this bot, okay, look at it here. Okay, we cancel, we're done with this, okay? Now, the same way, if you want to enter the fourth, okay, let's do the fourth one. Just let's do the fourth one. Let's assume this call now make fourth call. Let's assume it now make fourth call. Look at the fourth call. 824 right before 848. 848. Did you see that? Look at your floating loss. Now you stand a more chance to walk out of this market with much more profit. Remember, you are taking 5%. Now you can even increase your percentage to 7%, because 5% means 2.5 plus 5%. Now it means this market need to move 5.2% up. This market need to move 7.2%. Once this market goes 7.2% up, you make 5% profit of your total amount. All the money you put in, you make the profit of it. You see how beautiful it is? The same thing goes to people who trade futures. Man, I got many things to show you, okay? Even apart from futures, there are other ways of trading and mortgage. One movement, you trade a coin, it moved one, you made 5% without risk. Whether the coin sink or no sink, you're not losing your money. Okay, so just relax. Now, seeing this, what is now the best strategy? What is now the best strategy? Let's assume okay, let's use a total different market. Let's assume we have $100. Let me start with a lesser amount. And no, you don't need $100. No. If you want to obey this rule, $100 is not good. You must have 160. Now, why did I say 160? Just like Huobi house is 4 calls. Huobi house is just 4 calls. So for you to make 4 calls, you must have 160. That's the game. You must obey the rule for the result, okay? So we are focused on the result, okay? So now, and you have 160. Remember, we are going to divide this 160 into 4. And any amount we put in the first buy amount, our first call is going to be double. And any amount we double for the first call is going to be double for the second call. And any amount on the second call is going to be double for the third call down to fourth call. Okay, now let's first of all deal with the money management. That is the most important thing, because that is what takes us out of floating loss. Not even the what do they call it? The margin drop is easier. The most important thing is the money management, because that's what takes you out of floating loss. Okay, let's manage 160. What are we going to do? If we use $15 first buy amount, you cannot use anything less than $15. You must use $15. If you use $15 first buy amount, now it means in the second call, you are going to use 30. Okay, let's use $15. Let's go set the margin call. That means this is going to be 2. 4, 6, 8. Why are we doing it like this? Because we are doubling it. So their differences are 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay? Because we are doubling it. We put 20. The next one, that 20 is double. The next one, that 40 is double. Is that correct? Okay, let's go to my calculator. $15 is the first one. Times 2 is 30, right? $15 times 4 is 60, right? That's double of 30. $15 times 6. Is that correct? I don't think. $15 times 4 is 60. That's so double of 60 should be 120. So $15 times $15 times 9. $15 times 8. 120. So that's the correct one. $15 times 8, 120. So it's going to be $15 times 16, 240, right? So that's correct. That's it. This is it. This is the correct strategy. This is the correct strategy. You will never experience floating loss. You will easily come out of every market with profit. You will always come out of every money with profit and your capital in your hand, your profit in your hand, no stories. This is the game. That's the biggest pick I'm giving you tonight. If you are missing what I'm saying now, you are missing the reason for this meeting. That's the game. You see, this is what I understand, okay? That's why when I created the strategy that we've been using in my copy trade that gives us more money and faster money, what I did was trying to split this into 4. This, I split it into 4 places. This, I split it into 5 places. This, I split it into 5 places. This, I split it into 5 places because the market was volatile. It can go down all the way down there. It will move up all the way easily. So when it's coming up, we are making a lot profit. But hear me, this may not make profit all the time, but this will keep you out of floating loss. Yes, believe it. Now, what is the next game? The next game now lies on the margin drop, because this is where the secret of the success of this is. When you get this margin drop correctly, it will save you and help you to always come out of the market. Okay, our boss Dennis taught us something which he showed us practical. It shows that markets easily drop at least 15% before they recover. And their recovery normally comes out with 1.7%. At least they normally recover at least 1.7%. Every time they drop, they recover 1.7% after every 15% drop. Okay, so now this is the truth. Even if you are taking 1% drop, remember the money we calculated before was, I think, 790 something. Now imagine adding it with 800. Imagine adding it. The last one we did was 840. Okay, let's assume it was 795 plus 800 and is it 800 and let's say 24, the last one. Did you see that? 1% of 1,000 is $10. So that means 1% of $619 should be $6, which means $16. If you are taking 1.7%, you are taking over $20-something. Okay, but I don't like 1.7. That's just the truth. Okay, so now your percentage is where your greed permits you. I wouldn't tell anyone what percentage to use. It's where your greed permits you. So don't ask me how many percent. Brother, use your greed. If you are only greedy with 1%, then take 1%. If you're only greedy with 1.3, take 1.3. If you're only greedy with 1.7, take 1.7. If you're only greedy with 2.5, take 2.5. If you're only greedy with 5, take 5. That's it. The beauty part of it is that this strategy takes you out of the market. Now, imagine you have 7th call. That means the next call should be 32. Meaning 820 times, that means that money double 1,600 and something. That's what you put in the market. Each time you continue to follow this particular strategy, you will never be in floating loss. Are you trading futures? If you are using this same particular system in your futures, you will never be liquidated. It's impossible, I'm telling you. It will reduce your entry price. It will reduce your liquidation price. In ROYALQ, what does it do? It reduces your entry price. It reduces your floating loss. So this is the same strategy that is working. I'm telling you, this is what I've been, I've been finding these things out, but I don't know they all connect like this. It's only when I now start teaching you that Holy Ghost starts connecting the things I've been training myself from, showing me that they are all the same. Okay? Now, what are we going to do? Let's assume we are going to use the 15% drop, as Dennis says, okay? And I'm going to show you another formula, okay? Now, we use 2.5, okay? We use 5%, okay? We use 2.5, and we use 5%. Okay, this plus this is 10, this plus this is 15, so that's 15% drop. So in this market, if this market drop 15% drop, you will not have floating loss more than 2.5%. You will not have any floating loss more than 2.5%, and that makes you easily to come out of the market. It must rebound for you to easily move out. You see that? Do you see that? But what of the case where this market is at 33? Do you know it was at 35? It has moved 2% up already. It was at 35, now 2%, 35 point. Now it has gone 2% up already. That's how it moves always. Now, okay, let's look at it. This market move after making 5 calls, reducing the floating. Oh, it didn't reduce the floating loss because the money we put on the money management was 0.4, which is $12. It didn't carry weight. So because it did not carry weight, it was not able to help the market to come out of floating loss. So that was the mistake a lot of people is doing. They come here, they put it 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or put like I put now 0.4, 0.9. The money doesn't have weight. So because it didn't have weight, it cannot reduce anything. Let's try it. Let me show it to you. Look at it. It didn't have weight. This money, let's put $12 like we used to put. Did it reduce anything? Didn't you see it? Look at where it was. Look at just the little. No impact. No impact. It didn't have enough impact. Why? The money was not huge enough. Okay, let's even put 40. At least 40 tried at least it tried somehow. Okay, you see, so those money did not have weight. So that martingale strategy is what helps you. Now, the one I show you tonight is the perfect one. That, believe me, I know if you don't have money, just like, okay, for people who want to use 160, okay, for people who want to use 160, what did our boss toss out? For people who want to use 160, okay, you go here, sorry. Then you can use 1, 2, 4, 6. Now, what does this help for people who have small money? What does it help them? It means in this place, if you are using $15, here now becomes 30. Here now becomes 60. Here now become 120. Okay, is that correct? 6 times, let's just be sure. 6 times 15, 90. Okay, here now become 90. 6 times 4. Okay, 15 times 4, 60. Okay, So here now become 15, 30, 60, and 90. You see? So if you add all this money together, what happened? 60, okay, we got it right. Let's see how much you need to invest. 60 plus 90 plus, no wait, 15 plus 60 plus 30 plus 90, 195 plus your first buy amount, 210. Did you see? This is the least money you can have to trade this one, making this one 2.5, 2.55. Okay, you can use it to trade. Even if most of you, we used to make calls, right? We used to enter a particular market, and they don't always go up in one shot, right? Most of the market will dip, just like we are experiencing in ADA and the Matic. You see, in ADA and the Matic, if you have used this kind of strategy to trade that ADA and Matic with $210, you stand a chance of easily coming out of profit and easily making your percentage profit very easily. Because if the market has dropped 15%, which we saw it did, or even more than, you would have been in a floating loss of 3. Today, the market recovered. What will happen? You would have come out of floating loss right in the a few hours ago. You would have come out of floating loss and come out of this same particular market with profit without even knowing that you are in the dip. But people who don't use this strategy, if they trade it with just 1.2, 1.61, what would have happened to them now? They would have been in a floating loss. They are not out of it. But if they use this particular strategy, they easily come out. Easily come out. Though this strategy will come you out, but not as perfect as when you use 2 here, and use 4 here, and use 6 here, then I use 8 here. This one will easily bring you out more. But this one will easily cost you what? More money. Which means you times this with 15, you times 4 with 15. See, so that most people, you times 2 with 15, first buy amount. 4 times 15, 6 times 15, 8 times 15. How much is it from $15 first buy amount? You calculate or put the money in the account. Once you make any short, don't think this one is small. Okay, even if it come out of profit with this one that is small, no problem. Remember, most times, even if we get 5 or 7 trades out without floating loss, most times it will always engage with floating loss. When you engage with that kind of floating loss that stock, you will never be stuck. This thing walks you out of stock, being stuck. Especially now we are in the bull market, in the bear market. What is the best strategy to use? This strategy that I'm showing you right now, so that any market that mistakenly dip, you will not be stuck. Don't mind you are making 0.1 or 0.2 or 1%. It is better than being stuck. If you are stuck, you cannot trade for 3 days, 2 days, 5 days, even sometimes 1 month. So it is better not to be stuck than you want to use a big first buy amount and you get stuck. So this actually take you out of floating loss, remove greed from your eyes, remove you from worrying about what happened in the trade. You don't need to worry what happened in the trade. All you know is that once that signal was released, you will surely make profit and come out without floating loss easily. This gives you security. Okay? This gives you security. Okay, now the last one I'm going to talk about, supposed to be 7th call, and which is going to be coming from my strategy, but that is not yet ready. So I believe this tool that I have given you tonight, it will help you. Anytime there is a one shot, you can trade. Like coins like Avas, which are volatile. Those coins, you can now go set this one over there, put it on cycle and leave it. It will just be running. You just put the money there, it will just be turning for you. Automatically, see, free hand, it will just be turning for you. Okay, guys, I believe that this my explanation tonight has clarified a lot of things. Okay, guys, if you are here, please can you write for me, tell me you understand. If you understand, tell me you understand. If you understand, tell me you understand. Please go ahead, tell me you understand. Okay, thank you so much. No. 0 point. This was our whole strategy. We're no more using that. I'm telling you, unless you didn't understand the meeting, please go rewatch it again and you will get everything. Okay, that's good. That's beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, please do not forget, if you're watching on my YouTube, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please do not forget to click the notification button so that anytime I'm posting a new video, you're going to be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.